Do not ever go with a man that you have to approach, okay? Men are going to spin you every lie under the sun. They're going to tell you, oh, they love it when girls approach. Yeah, they love it when girls approach to feed their ego.
I know that's a hard pill for a lot of women to swallow, especially because we think, well, I'm an independent woman. I make my own money. Like, why can't I, like, make this decision? No, it doesn't work that way. And I learned that the hard way being on Tinder for many years. Also, please go watch that video. And you're probably following her already, but if you're not, please go follow her. She gives the best advice. And I promise you, whatever you think that you can do because, like, you don't need a man and you make your own money, all that stuff, I promise you, that's not how they work. Either A, they're an insecure man. So even if they do think you're beautiful and all that stuff, they're insecure. Insecure men are the most dangerous people on the planet. I will die on that hill. Because even cocky men are actually insecure men overcompensating. A truly confident man is not cocky. But this is not about being like an independent woman or like me deciding or anything. This is literally patriarchy, okay? And under patriarchy, women will lose. And the reason why, unless you meet a man who is just like, oh my God, you're amazing, wow. Unless they are just like, feel lucky to be with you, they're gonna see you as someone to exploit. And they will do that. They will absolutely do that. Because if they're not afraid of losing you, if they don't realize that they are just so lucky to have you in their life, they will exploit you. So if you start out of the gate chasing after them, it will not end well for you. It will not. And what I did realize before was that sometimes if I could tell a guy was interested, I'm never going to make the first move. Now, I may give the green flag for him to make the first move. So on some level, I'm kind of being like, if I see them looking at me, I'd be like, yeah, I see you looking at me. But I'm never going to go over to him. Because if this man does not care about himself enough, like himself, respect himself enough to take a chance, the bare minimum chance of approaching me, how do you think that man is going to show up in the relationship? He doesn't have confidence. And guess who pays that price when men do not have confidence? The women closest to them, if they're cishet men especially, the women closest to them pay the price for their insecurities. That's how we end up dying, y'all. So, and I also see, it was so hard for me to not just be like, to take the lead and be like, hey, I want this, la, 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 la. The most empowering thing I learned how to do, and this is not about like masculine, feminine. I don't even like the way we like gender everything that way. I'm talking about patriarchy. And under patriarchy, men are already positioned to have all the power. They have a whole system behind them to have all the power. So no matter what I do, I am set up to lose. Unless this man is like, oh my God, I'll do anything to keep this woman because she is precious. She's amazing. Those are the kind of men. Those are the kind of men that are not going to exploit you if you don't let them because they don't want to lose you. They understand how valuable you are. Other men are literally looking for someone to wash their, the crap stains off their underwear and do all this stuff, carry their babies, do all this stuff, do all this labor for them, even if they don't even like you because they don't respect you. They just like what you do for them. And that's why I tell people also, find out right away, why does this man like you? Well, what do you like about me? I'm telling you, the way my husband described me, I was like, he says stuff about me all the time. And I'm like, what? Now, I'm always flattered, but I'm like, really? He literally wrote the about the author section of my book proposal because he saw so much in me that I can't even see in myself yet. That's the whole point of this, y'all. One of the things about intimacy and love is that you learn about yourself, you learn about what you need to work on, but you also see yourself from someone else's perspective and you're like, oh, wow. Oh, I didn't realize I was that. And if right out of the gate you are chasing after him, he will exploit you. He will exploit you. He'll cheat on you. He'll exploit you. Or worst case scenario, he'll literally unalive you. Do not chase after these men. Wait. Be patient. Watch what they do. Match their energy. But do not, for the love of God, chase after these men. You will lose.